Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Watch my video till the end. If you like this channel, please subscribe to this channel and press the bell button which you see in the screen. In the last three videos which I have sent to you, you can able to see how to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account, the statement of partners capital account, and how the interest on capital and the interest on drawing are shown in the profit and loss appropriation account, and also how to calculate it. In this video, I am going to explain exclusively for the interest on capital and how to calculate the interest on capital. With regard to the interest on drawings, even though various methods are there to calculate it, according to the Big C syllabus, it is confined only to calculate the interest on drawings under the simple interest method. As there is no difficulty in calculating the interest on drawings under the simple interest method, I have given much importance to the interest on capital. First one, interest on capital. Interest on capital is calculated at the given rate with the reference to the time the capital has been used in the business. Interest on capital is calculated on the opening balance of the partner's capital. Unless and otherwise it is mentioned, interest on capital should always be calculated on the opening balance of the partner's capital. It is calculated according to the given rate. The rate may be 10%, 5%, 3%, or even 12%, etc. with reference to the time the capital has been used in the business. If the capital has been used for 8 months, it has to be calculated for 8 months only. If the capital has been used for 6 months, it has to be calculated for 6 months. That is the time the capital has been used in the business. However, if an additional capital is introduced during the year, interest is allowed only for the period it has remained in the business. Suppose if a partner B has introduced an additional capital of 50,000 in the business in the mid of the year, that is from 1st July, and that capital has been used for 6 months only till December. So if an additional capital is introduced during the year, interest is allowed on for the period it has remained in the business. The amount of interest on capital is to be calculated on the time basis after considering the introduction or the withdrawal of capital. Why interest on capital is allowed to the partners? We have seen already in the previous videos. Just to recall that one, interest on capital is allowed to the partners to compensate the capital difference in the capital contribution made by the partners. It is calculated on the time basis, taking into consideration any additional capital introduced or any capital withdrawn by the partners. In the absence of the interest on capital, if the capital of all the partners is equal and profit is unequal, the partners with the smaller share of profit suffers because he contributes proportionately more capital without any extra return or any extra incentive to that partner. If the capital of all the partners is unequal and the profit is equal, the partner with larger capital contribution loses because he gets proportionately a smaller share of profit. So that's why interest on capital is allowed to the partners. Based on the above explanation, we can see some of the illustrations or examples with regard to the interest on capital. We can start with the simple illustration based on the above explanation. X and Y are partners sharing profits and losses equally with a capital of 30,000 and 10,000 respectively as on 1st April 2000. During the year, the business earned a profit of 10,000. Interest on capital is allowed at the rate of 10% per annum. Calculate the interest on capital of the partners. Also pass journal entry and transfer entry for the interest on capital of X and Y. Here, according to this illustration, two partners are there. They are sharing the profits and losses equally, and their capital is 30,000 and 10,000 respectively on 1st April 2000. So the financial year for them is starting from 1st April till 31st March of next year. It means that 1st April 2000 to 31st March 2001. During the year, the business earned a profit of from 10,000. Nothing to do with this profit while calculating the interest on capital. Interest on capital is allowed at the rate of 10% per annum. The rate of interest on the capital which is allowed by the business is 10% per annum. So, based on this one, how to calculate the interest on capital? Calculation of the interest on capital for X. X capital on 1st April 2000. It means it is the capital in the beginning of the year, from 30,000. So this capital has been used by the business for 12 months. So interest on capital for 12 months. Then from 30,000 times rate 10 divided by 100 or 10% times 12 divided by 12. That is, they have used this capital, that is the business has used this capital for a period of 12 months. 12 divided by 12. If the business has used this capital for 8 months, 8 divided by 12. If the business has used this capital for 6 months only, then it has to be calculated 8 divided by 12. But according to this question, the interest on capital has been used by the business for 12 months. The rate of interest is 10%, that is 10 divided by 100, and the capital is 30,000. So which comes to 3,000. Calculation of interest on capital for Y. Y's capital on 1st April 2000, that is in the beginning of the year, is 20,000. Interest on capital for 12 months. Here also the capital has been used by the business for 12 months. 20,000 times 10% times 12 divided by 12 equals to 2,000. The journal entries with regard to the interest on capital. X interest on capital to X capital account 3,000, being interest on capital allowed to X by the business. Already we have seen this kind of journal entries, or I have given the model journal entries in the previous videos. You can refer to this one and you can write the journal entries according to the interest on capital when it is allowed. When interest on capital is transferred, profit and loss appropriation account debit to X interest on capital 3,000, being X interest on capital transferred to the profit and loss appropriation account. When interest on capital is allowed for Y, Y's interest on capital to Y's capital account 2,000. When it is transferred, profit and loss appropriation account debit to Y's interest on capital 2,000. So this is a very simple question where you can able to understand how the interest on capital has been calculated for the above two partners. Next we can see illustration number 2. On April 1st, 2019, A and B had a capital of 25,000 and 15,000 respectively. Interest on capital is allowed at the rate of 10% per annum. On October 1st, 2019, B contributed an additional capital of 5,000. During the year, the firm earned a profit of 40,000. Find out the interest on capital to be allowed to A and B for the year 2019-20 and also pass the journal entries for the same. Here, the opening capital for A and B is 25,000 and 15,000. One of the partner, B, is contributing an additional capital of 5,000 in the mid of the year, that is on October 1st, 2019. So, how you will be calculating the interest on capital for both the partners? For A, the interest on capital, you have to take the capital in the beginning of the year, that is 25,000, the rate is 10%, and that capital has been used by the business for 12 months. So 25,000, 10%, 12 divided by 12 equals to 2,500. When you calculate it, it comes to 2,500. For B, when you calculate the interest on capital, the capital 15,000 for B has been introduced, has been the opening balance of capital, and this capital has been used by the business for 12 months. The rate of interest is 15,000. 15,000 times 10% times 12 divided by 12, it comes to 1,500. Also, B has introduced additional capital of 5,000 on 1st October 2019. This capital has been used by the business for 6 months starting from 1st October till the year ending. So 1st October 2019, October, November, December, January, February, March, that is January, February, March of the next year. So October, November, December, January, February, March, the business has used this additional capital for 6 months. So 5,000 times 10% times 6 divided by 12, it comes to 250. The total interest on capital for B comes to 1,750. So based on this one, you have to pass the journal entries as per the above interest on capital for A and B. Already I have shown the example, or I have shown the journal entries for in the previous question, so no need to explain for that one. You can able to refer the previous question and you can able to pass the journal entry. One journal entry will be passed as the closing journal entry, and one journal entry has to be passed for the transferring journal entry. So two journal entries have to be passed in case of the interest on capital. Next one, illustration number 3. Rita and Sita are partners in a business. They have capital of 200,000 and 100,000 as on 1st April 2019. On 1st June 2019, Rita introduced further capital of 30,000 and Sita withdrew 10,000 from the capital. On 1/1/2020, Rita withdrew from capital 10,000 and Sita introduced additional capital of 30,000. Interest on capital is allowed at the rate of 12% per annum. Calculate the interest on capital for the year 2019 and 20. What you can able to know from this illustration, both the partners have introduced the capital and both the partners have withdrawn the capital. So how to calculate the interest on capital in such type of situations? Calculation of interest on capital for Rita. When you calculate the interest on capital, you have to take the opening balance of capital for that particular partner Rita, which is shown in the question is 200,000. Interest on capital for 1 year, 200,000 times 12% times 12 divided by 12. When it is calculated, it comes to 24,000. Add additional capital for 6 months. So how much the additional capital has been introduced by Rita? When she is introducing the additional capital, this additional capital was introduced on 1st June 2019 and the year ending is 30th March 2020. So from 1st June 2019 to 30th March 2020, how many months are there? It has to be calculated. That is from 1st June 2019 to 30th March 2020. So interest on capital, it has to be calculated for 10 months starting from June till next March. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. For 10 months it has to be calculated. 30,000 times 12% times 10 divided by 12, it comes to 3,000. At the same time, Rita has withdrawn the capital on 1st January 2020. So from 1st January to 31st March, it is 3 months. Then from 10,000 times 12% times 3 divided by 12, it comes to 300. When the additional capital is introduced, it has to be added. When the capital is withdrawn, it has to be minus. So when you calculate the interest on capital withdrawn by Rita, it comes to 300 rupees. So 24,000 addition of 3,000 and minus 300, it comes to from 26,700, the total interest on capital. In the similar way, you have to calculate for Sita also. Capital on 1st April 2019 is from 100,000. Interest on capital for 1 year, 100,000 times 12% times 12 divided by 12 comes to 12,000. Capital withdrawn by Sita on 1st April. So when the capital is withdrawn, it has to be minus. the amount of capital withdrawn by Sita is 10,000. So when you calculate the interest on capital for 2 months equals to 10,000 times 12% times 2 divided by 12, it comes to 300. Additional capital also has been introduced by SISA. So from 1st January 2020 to 31st March, they have introduced the additional capital on 1st January, and it has to be calculated till the 31st March 2020. So from 30,000 times 12% times 3 divided by 12. When the capital is withdrawn, the interest on capital has to be minus. When the capital is introduced, it has to be added, and the total comes to 12,600. So you can able to understand how the interest on capital is calculated when additional capital has been introduced by one of the partner and the capital is withdrawn by the partner. And we can see a little more illustration based on the interest on capital. X and Y are in partnership in the ratio of 3:2. They allowed interest on capital at the rate of 12% per annum on the opening capital and 10% per annum on the additional capital contributed during the year. The opening capitals of X and Y on 1st April 2009 were 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. X on 1st August 2009 made an additional capital, while Y contributed 27,000 on 1st October 2009 to his capital. Find out the interest on capital for the year ending 31st March 2010. Here, the additional capital, I have left out the amount of additional capital which has been made by X, that is 9,000, which has to be taken into account. So how to calculate the interest on capital for X? Opening capital is 30,000 for X. Interest on capital for 1 year, 30,000 times 12% times 12 divided by 12, it comes to 3,600. And the interest on additional capital which is made by X from 1st August 2009 to 31st March 2010. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, it comes to 8 months. 9,000 times 10% times 8 divided by 12. When you calculate this one, it comes to 600. The total interest on capital for X comes to 4,200. For Y, opening capital is from 20,000. Interest on capital for 1 year, 20,000 times 12% times 12 divided by 12, it comes to 2,400. Interest on capital from 1st October to 31st March. So from 1st October till 31st March, October, November, December, January, February, March, it comes to 6 months. 27,000 additional capital introduced by Y, or additional capital contributed by Y, times 10% times 6 divided by 12, now from 1,350, which comes to 3,750 is the total for Y. Thank you, viewers. Thanks for watching my channel. Have a good day and have a nice day.